Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to the Aaron Davis YouTube channel, and today I'm predicting the whole entire World Cup, not just the group stages, the entire World Cup. Yesterday, all the group stages got announced, set in stone. I think it was Costa Rica who finally made it. It was them or New Zealand. And Costa Rica made it over them. This means I have went online and I went onto a proper simulator app which has like the bracket of what teams, because I mean the group stages don't matter too much. It just depends if you place first or second to who's going to be playing who in the knockout stages. So let's get straight in. Okay, so Group A, I'll put on screen how it's going to look. I've got the Netherlands topping the group with Senegal coming in second, Ecuador in third, and Qatar last. The Netherlands breeze past it. I think Netherlands will probably be the top scorers in the entire tournament just because of this group. Netherlands need to be absolutely wiping the floor with this group. But coming in with Group B, I've got Wales topping the group. I've got England coming in at second, Iran third, and USA last. People might be surprised with, I mean, first of all, Wales topping the group, yes. I think Wales are going to beat England in the group stage. Not just because of England's current form at the moment, because I've actually put England doing pretty well in the World Cup. Not because of England's current form, I just think that Wales will genuinely give us a good game in the World Cup and they will end up beating us. If Gareth Bale's in the form that he needs to be, the rest of their team's looking solid. Brennan Johnson looks incredible, by the way. Wales have a good set of players on their team, and I think they will top this group. I think they will beat England, beat Iran, and most likely beat USA. I can see Wales winning every game in the group stage. Interesting on this, I've got Argentina topping the group, which I feel like is pretty self-explanatory. I've got Mexico coming in at second, Poland finishing third, and Saudi Arabia last. Saudi Arabia last because, I mean, they've had a stinker with this group. I feel terrible for them because I really can't see them taking points off anyone. Poland, I feel like they're very disappointing for some of the players that are, some of the talent that they have, and Lewandowski. I feel like they're pretty poor, and I can see Mexico giving a team like Poland a pretty solid game. I can see Mexico winning 2 games in that group and obviously losing to Argentina. Mexico have a pretty solid little squad, ton of fast players, going to outdo Poland's defence when they come to play them. Argentina topping the group because, I mean, their team is actually pretty ridiculous this year, and Lionel Messi exists. He's going to have a ridiculous good game against all these clubs in the group. I think won't this be Lionel Messi's last World Cup as well, so you want to go out with a bang. For Group D, I've got Denmark topping it, with France coming in at second, Tunisia coming in at third, and Australia hitting rock bottom down under in this group. Denmark coming top is a weird one to think about, but everyone is going on about how France are kind of dropping. You have that curse after you win like a World Cup or a Euros, you go on a bit of a bad spell, and I can see it happening with France. They're going to make it out the group stage, but just. I think they're going to beat Tunisia and Australia. I could even see Tunisia getting a point against France, to be honest. That's why I've got Tunisia in at third. But I think Denmark will top the group. Denmark have a ridiculously good team. Semi-finals of the Euros, of course. Did they deserve to beat England? Nah, debatable. So yeah, Denmark have a really good, solid team, and I can definitely say they beat France, which will make them top of the group. Okay, so this is how Group A is going to look. I've got Spain topping it, with Germany coming in at second, Japan coming in at third, and Costa Rica last. It was a weird one. I mean, Spain and Germany are going through no matter what, in my opinion, with this. Although Japan did make it out the group the last time. Just saying, but over Spain and Germany, really, I mean, possibly Germany could bottle it again. Nah, but Costa Rica coming last. I think that's the more interesting thing because, like I said, Spain and Germany are making out the group. The more interesting debate, in my opinion, is whether Japan will come third or Costa Rica will come last. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so Group F, I've got Croatia topping the group, with Belgium coming in at second, Morocco coming in at third, and Canada coming bottom. I can't even see Canada picking up points in the World Cup yet again. Pretty overhyped, just like USA. Oh, Alphonso Davies, what have you. Outside of Alphonso Davies, who will most likely be injured for the World Cup anyway, who was good? Who was good on their team? They have no one. Righty, so Group G, I've got Brazil topping the group, with Switzerland coming in at second, Cameroon third, and Serbia last. I was more interested between the Cameroon and Serbia thing because Serbia, yes, do have a solid team, but I don't think when it comes to a level of a World Cup that they're going to be at their best. Players like Mitro, I mean, will probably be injured yet again, so they're not going to be having their main striker. Cameroon actually have a a pretty solid looking team. I can honestly say Cameroon get through instead of Switzerland, but Switzerland, when it comes to games like these, when it comes to a tournament like this, I think they'll take it a lot more serious than some of the international friendlies we've seen in the past year or few months. Okay, and the final group is Group H. I've got Uruguay topping it, Portugal coming in at second, Ghana third, South Korea fourth. I was so tempted to put Portugal third and Ghana second, but can it happen? I mean, yeah, but realistically, is that really gonna happen? I can't see it. Not when Ronaldo's playing. I can't see Portugal bottling that, but I can see Uruguay topping the group. Uruguay have a decent looking side. If a player like Darwin Núñez is in form as well in the league, because you have to think this is literally not mid-season, but it's like 1 or 2 months into the Premier League season, the World Cup. So, in fact, it's more than that. I think it's 3 months into the Premier League season these are going to be playing. So Darwin Núñez could be in insane form in the best league in the world, which will definitely help him in the World Cup. This brings us on to the round of 16 fixtures then. So this is why first and second is so important, because for instance, Netherlands are playing England, which is terrifying for us England fans. If we had topped the group, we would be playing Senegal, or whoever comes second in Group A, which is probably going to be Senegal, Ecuador, or Qatar, because I can't see Netherlands coming second. So let's be honest, England need to top this group if we have a chance of getting past the round of 16. So yeah, first round of 16 fixture is top this group if we have a chance of getting past the round of 16. So yeah, first round of 16 fixture is Netherlands versus England. I have England winning that. Right, I know some people may be like, ooh, Netherlands are a good team. I think England will win it. I don't care that we just lost 4-0 at Hungary. Well, I do, but like, when it comes to the World Cup and we're against the Netherlands, I think they're one of the teams that's the least of our worries out of the bigger international teams that are in this. You've got teams like Argentina, France, Denmark, Brazil, Portugal, Croatia, Germany, Uruguay, Spain, Belgium. There's just a list of teams that I think are a lot more scary than Netherlands. Netherlands, though, when you hear Dutch and football mixed together, it's terrifying, but I think we'll be fine and get through. Next game is Argentina-France. I think that Argentina are going to knock France out. I think Argentina could possibly go all the way. Honestly, I do. Their team looks solid. It's Messi. It's against France. Messi and Mbappe, teammates at PSG, obviously. They're going to be going neck and neck. But yeah, I think Argentina will knock France out. Wales and Senegal. It's an interesting game. It's probably the least great looking game in the round of 16 fixtures, but I've got Wales going through. Like I said, I feel like Senegal are actually becoming overrated at this point. Sadio Mane, Mendy, yeah, cool ball, yeah, okay, looks pretty cool, but no, I think Wales, solid, really good formatted club, international team. Like I said, they might not lose a game in the group stage, and they also might not lose in the round of 16. Wales could be going all the way. I'm not trying to be over dramatic here. Denmark, Mexico. I've got Denmark going through. Yeah, Denmark will just outplay Mexico, sadly for them. Spain, Belgium. Interesting one, but I have got Spain going through instead of Belgium. I feel like it's straightforward with that one. It would be a very good game to watch, though. Brazil, Portugal. Ridiculously interesting game. Two clubs that are solid at international level, but when it comes to playing against each other, I think Brazil will wipe the floor with them, in my opinion. I think Brazil's team, the depth, absolutely everything about Brazil will just outdo Portugal. Portugal need a lot more of their youth to come into their international team, which they have been doing recently, so I can see the arguments for why Portugal can maybe outdo Brazil, but I don't think it's going to go that way. Croatia, Germany. I've got Croatia knocking Germany out. I think that could be like game of the tournament. I really do. Germany's team's looking solid this season, and Croatia look very good yet again. They got to the final of the World Cup the last time out, so I can see them possibly going further and further and further as these World Cups go on until they finally win one. But you need to think about players like Modric, who are going to be retiring, especially from international football, probably after this tournament. But yeah, I've got Croatia going through. Uruguay, Switzerland, Uruguay. I don't think Switzerland will have a chance, let's be honest, but it'll still be a pretty interesting game. Righty, it gets pretty interesting. We'll have the quarterfinals. England versus Argentina. Now we're talking about shit and bricks, lads. Now we are. We are bollocked. Argentina are going through, sadly. England quarterfinals. I'd still be happy with it because looking at it, we're going to be playing one of Netherlands, Argentina, Spain or Brazil, Denmark, Croatia, Uruguay. We're going to be playing a ridiculous team at some stage anyway, all the way through the knockout stages pretty much. The quarters, no, the round of 16, quarters, semis and the final are going to be some of the best teams in the world, no matter how this bracket goes. The easiest team we could face here is probably Denmark, and Denmark can give us a good, solid game. But yeah, I think Argentina will knock us out there. Spain versus Brazil. I've got Brazil going through, like I said. Brazil's team's looking solid. Spain, I feel like they need a couple of more years. I think Spain will probably win the next Euros, probably with looking at the youth in their team and everything. Wales versus Denmark is such an interesting game. Wales have literally a chance to make it into the semi-finals of the World Cup, which is crazy, and without losing a game or drawing a game in the group stage. But I've put Denmark going through. Denmark semi-finals of a tournament yet again. What can I say? Well done. Croatia, Uruguay. I've got Uruguay doing it. I've got Uruguay getting into the semis. Like I said, it's not just because of Darwin Núñez, just their all-round team and their capability. Their ability on the pitch, and from what I've seen from them so far in some of these international friendly games and everything, they are looking like a team not to be messed with. Okay, on to the semi-finals then. Argentina versus Brazil and Denmark versus Uruguay. What a final that could be set up. Argentina-Brazil, like, it's going to be a ridiculously close and good game to watch, in my opinion. The talent on that football pitch is immaculate. But Argentina are going to do it. Lionel Messi, probably masterclass in the semi-finals, let's be honest. I'm not a huge Messi fan, but I've just got to admit how good he is. Yeah, Argentina going all the way. They're making it at the final. Fair dues. That's one of my favourite sayings. Denmark, Uruguay. Interesting game. I love all these big games. There's so many big teams in this now. When you get into these knockout stages, even the group stages are looking pretty solid, to be honest. But yeah, Denmark, Uruguay. I have Uruguay going through. Sadly, I would love to see Denmark go all the way. I'd love to see Denmark win the World Cup. There's Argentina, Uruguay, two very similar looking clubs. From the badge, the crest, onto the bloody players, onto the kits. It's pretty much the same team. But I think Argentina are going to go all the way. Argentina are your World Cup winners for Qatar 2022. I do believe that is how it's going to go, people. I will drop that app that I used to make this down below. There is a link that takes you there. It's very plain and simple. You press on the teams and everything, and it simulates the World Cup for you. It's pretty cool. I'm going to do more of these just to see the different outcomes we can get. Being an England fan, I'm curious of who we can possibly play. There is no way England are winning this World Cup, though. I understand winning the World Cup means you are the best international team in the world. But this is the definition of you have to beat the best to be the best. We have to beat the best international teams to actually have a chance of winning this World Cup. I can't see it happening. Even if we beat Argentina, would be playing Brazil in the semis. How are we going to manage to beat all these big clubs? I can't see it happening. There's Argentina, Uruguay, two very similar looking clubs. From the badge, the crest, onto the bloody players, onto the kits. It's pretty much the same team, but I think Argentina are going to go all the way. Argentina are your World Cup winners for Qatar 2022. I do believe that is how it's going to go, people. I will drop that app that I used to make this down below. There is a link that takes you there. It's very plain and simple. You press on the teams and everything, and it simulates the World Cup for you. It's pretty cool. I'm going to do more of these just to see the different outcomes we can get. Being an England fan, I'm curious of who we can possibly play. There is no way England are winning this World Cup, though. I understand winning the World Cup means you are the best international team in the world. But this is the definition of you have to beat the best to be the best. We have to beat the best international teams to actually have a chance of winning this World Cup. I can't see it happening. Even if we beat Argentina, would be playing Brazil in the semis. How are we going to manage to beat all these big clubs? I can't see it happening. Anyway, go and do the simulation. Drop what happens down below in the comments. I'd love to hear your guys' kind of like what happens, what you just want to see. I want to see the certain outcomes. On the app, it tells you who like people have simulated and who would win it the most. Argentina actually have the most percentage of wins so far on the app, which is crazy because I got them as well. Second place is England and third place is Brazil. Two teams I had, well, at least getting out of group stages. Three, sorry. So yeah, who is it going to be? I mean, obviously I want it to be England, but I'd love to see Denmark. Like, if I wanted favourites apart from England, Denmark or... Oh, who do I go with here? I'm going to go Denmark and... I mean, I hate to say it, but Wales or Croatia. Denmark, Wales or Croatia. Go on. I mean, if Wales could do it, that's incredible. But England fans wouldn't hear the end of it, so please don't do that. But yeah, Argentina, I win it all, everyone. If you guys did love and like the video, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. If you just want more football content every couple of days, every few days, then just drop a comment in the comment section down below. I love replying to comments. I love reading your guys' feedbacks on videos. It really does help with the channel and helps me. So yes, please leave comments, people. It does help. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.